This video will demonstrate the calibration procedures for an RLS-8350 or 8500 series tape library. To calibrate an RLS library, it is a very simple process. With the library powered on, you want to verify that you're on the library's home page. For your home page, you want to go ahead and select the home button. Once you press the home button, you want to find the maintenance column. In the maintenance column, you'll see a operations button. Go ahead and select the operations button. This will take you to the maintenance operations calibration page. In this text box here, it will give you specific instructions on what needs to be done in order to proceed with the calibration. For this particular library, it states, before starting calibration, empty the handler and magazine rows 4 to 5. This message is telling you that you will have to remove both the left and right side matrices from the library and remove all of the tapes that are currently situated in rows 4 and 5 of both matrices. Now please note, depending on the firmware revision of your library, you may not have this calibrate option in your library. If you do not have this option available to you, you will have to do one of two things. You can update the firmware revision of your library to the current revision, or you can enter a password into the library that will enable you to perform a calibration. If you want to go ahead and update the firmware revision of your library, please contact Qualstar Tech Support for detailed instructions. If you want to go ahead and leave your firmware revision as it is and enter the password to enable calibration, please follow these steps. Go ahead and press the maintenance button. Find the configuration column and select library. Once you select the library button, it will take you to the configuration, library, identification, and security page. You'll notice here that in the security ID window that the identity password is none. You want to go ahead and select the edit button here, select password, and then you want to go ahead and enter the password using the virtual keyboard. Now the password is case sensitive, so you want to make sure to press the uppercase ABC, which indicates all the letters will be uppercase. You want it to enter the letter U, and then you want to go ahead and switch to lowercase by pressing the lowercase ABC here. So you'll notice that the letters on the keyboard has also changed to lowercase. You want to go ahead and complete spelling out the word update. So P-D-A-T-E. Once the password has been entered, you want to press done. You'll see that the identity password now lists the word of update. You want to go ahead and press save to save the password. To verify that the library has taken your password, you want to go ahead and press the configuration button and then select the home button. This will take you to the home screen. And now if you look in the upper right hand corner, you'll see that there's a security ID of update is in the library. Once the security ID has been entered, you can go ahead and press the home button, and you'll notice that there's a column here called private. You can go ahead and select the private calibration button, and that will take you to a new window. If you look at the little message box here, it will tell you what the specific instructions are to proceed with the calibration. Now this message is the same message that you get when you go under the maintenance operations menu. So now that the private menu has been enabled and you're in the private calibration screen, you have a calibrate button option. So at this point, you're at the stage where you will have to remove the matrices and remove the tapes from the specific rows that need to be emptied. to continue with the calibration, you want to go ahead and unlock the left side storage matrix. Once the matrix has been unlocked, you want to go ahead and slide the matrix out. And then you want to go ahead and remove any tapes in rows 4 or 5. This is row 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So all tapes in these rows 4 and 5 must be removed. Now please note, depending on the model of your library, the rows that need to be emptied may vary. Please take a look at the message on the LCD screen for the specific rows of tapes that must be removed. Now after all of the appropriate tapes have been removed from their rows, you want to go ahead and put the magazine back into the library. Once the appropriate tapes have been removed from the magazines and the matrices have been installed back into the library and into the locked position, you're ready to proceed with the calibration. Now depending on which screen you're in, you can either be in the maintenance operation screen and the calibrate button is here, or you could be in the private calibration screen and the calibrate button is here. In either scenario, you want to go ahead and select the calibrate button. This will start the calibration process. Now, if you press the private or the maintenance key, depending on which window you are in, you can go ahead and you'll see that there is a home column. You want to go ahead and select the home column, and you'll see a status bar on the bottom of the screen. The status bar gives you the progress of the calibration process, and you'll see it'll also give you an estimate on how much time is remaining. Once the calibration has succeeded, the library will go and perform an inventory scan. The status bar on the bottom will give you the status of the inventory scan and an estimated time remaining to complete the scan. Once the inventory scan has completed, the library report idle, your calibration has succeeded, and you can go ahead and use the library as you normally would. Now, if the unit is in a non-secure location, or if other people have access to the library, you can go ahead and disable the private menu. It's probably a good idea to go ahead and disable that security ID. To disable the password, you want to go ahead and select the home button. Once you select the home button, you want to go ahead and find the configuration column and then select library. You want to go ahead and select edit. You want to go ahead and select password. And you notice that when the keyboard first opens up, it is blank. You want to just go ahead and hit done. Once you select done, you want to go ahead and select the save button. Once the save button is connected, you want to go ahead and select configuration. Go back to the home screen. And you'll notice that that security ID is no longer displayed on the home screen. That indicates that the security enabled ID has been disabled.